This is 100 Line, Last Defense Academy. And I've arrived, and I'm Justiguy. Did it work? Do you feel anything? Nozomi? Oh, sorry, it just startled me a bit. My fever and fatigue disappeared like they were never there. So, yes, it looks like it worked. Really? That's great. What's up? What are you guys talking about? Oh, nothing. Forget it. Hemoanima, or rather, cryptoglobin. It can gain power by absorbing other cryptoglobin. Because of that, Nozomi managed to suppress her rejection symptoms. The commander, meanwhile, ended up turning into a blackened mummy afterwards. Would that happen to one of us if someone absorbed our power instead? What about Ima? Where is he? Oh, right, we have to look for Ima. We can't find his specific location using the transmitter signal alone, right? Yes, we only know he's somewhere in this base. Then we must split up and search for him. But we know for sure he's here. No, we don't. We know the prisoner is here. We're just gonna search every last nook and cranny. We started our search for Ima, exploring the base that was now devoid of all enemies. But, huh?
Ima! Where are you? Hey, where are you? If you can hear me, say something. Ima!
Come on, we came all this way to save your ass. Get out here already.
Prisoner! You're in here too, right?
We called out as we searched every inch of the enemy base. But...
Ima! Where are you?
We didn't go in?
Answer me.
We didn't find anything interesting?
Sir Ima! Where are you? I'm going to search over there.
Okay, thanks.
We desperately continued to search for Ima. But even after searching all through the night, we couldn't find any trace of him anywhere. What? Day 73. It's already completely light out. If we've searched this much for some Ima without finding him, perhaps he's not here after all. I mean, hold on. I'm a little frustrated. We're not going to get to see inside the base. We're not going to... so much. But the signal from the transmitter was coming from this area. He and the prisoner have to be somewhere in this base. That's way too big an area. Why couldn't you Gamu make a more powerful transmitter? It was from the Gift-O-Matic. He didn't have a choice. But there are spots we haven't searched yet, right? Let's look there too. It was then that we heard someone calling us from far off. And that was...
Hey, everybody! Here, come over here!
It is Ato. Did he find something? Is it my dear brother? He took off all at once in the direction of the voice. When we got there, we were greeted by Ato. He looked shaken and pale, not stirred. What's wrong, Ato? Did something happen? In the shadows there, I looked in the direction Ato was pointing, and what I saw was... a blackened, mummified corpse lying on the ground. Of course, it wasn't the body of the commander we'd just fought, but a different one altogether. Well, what the? Don't tell me, is this Ima? What? I wondered if that was the case too, so I investigated, but actually, this appears to be a woman's body. It's a woman, then this mummy must be.
Yes, it's the remains of our prisoner.
This mummy is the prisoner's body? But why? Why is she like this? Someone absorbed her Hino-anima like Nozomi did to the commander earlier. And that someone would be another commander, most likely. I can't imagine who else would want to do this.
Maybe she got into a fight, or was betrayed by another invader. She might even have been punished for allowing herself to be captured. Whatever the reason, they killed her and stole her power. And this is the end result.
Damn! It's so cruel, though. How could they do this to one of their own? Damn, those bastards are rotten to the core. I always knew they were villains, but the invaders truly are evil incarnate. What about Ima? Why wasn't he with her? I'm sorry, all I found was this body. I didn't see any sign of him. There are no other bodies like this around either. Where is he? He was supposed to be with the prisoner. If he ain't here, he had to have been taken somewhere else. Somewhere else? I think so too. It seems highly probable, at least. Where was he taken? We don't know. I hate to say it, but we're back to square one. No. Actually, you're at square zero, because before at least we had the tracer. The transmitter, rather. Now we have nothing. It's okay, Kako. There's no way we'll give up. Besides, if there were no other mummified bodies here, that must mean Ima is still alive. Right. They wouldn't go to the trouble of taking him away just to kill him. There's still hope we can save him. Yeah, you're right. It's too early to despair. He's not dead here, and he must be alive somewhere. So if we beat the invaders, I'll be sure to see him again. Indeed, I doubt someone as obstinate as Sir Ima would die that easily. Maybe he learned their language and he's already talking his way out of trouble with them. If anyone could, it would be him. That's right, it is Ima after all. I am all right, I won't cry anymore and I won't give up. I promised Ima that I would go on, even without him. We'll still have a chance to save him. When that time comes, we'll definitely bring him home safe. Just like with Moko. How long you gonna mope about this, man? I know you were crazy about that invader girl, but still. In the end, she was still our enemy. It never would have worked out for you two. That's right, she was the enemy, but I kind of felt sorry for her. Sorry? When she was in the cage, she'd always cry when night came. She wanted to go home so badly. That's what I thought when I saw her. Maybe she had some reason she had to go back, just like us. A reason to go back? We all have people we care about and want to see again. Maybe she was the same. What are you saying? Such tender feelings are surely alien to wicked monsters like them. But that's why she surrendered to us, because she wanted to live. I thought that if I could learn to communicate her, I might find out why.
And now, that wish will never come true. I never even got to learn how different we were. Or how alike.
You're still prattling on about that? The invaders trying to destroy humanity are evil, therefore we, humanity's defenders, are righteous. Every last thing about us is different, we are polar opposites. Evil does not need our sympathy. Please, Kyoshka, calm down. She's right. That's exactly right. I'm sorry, I was being overly sentimental. It's the prisoner's fault that Ima's been kidnapped. How could I sympathize with her? I'm sorry for being such a stupid, creepy trash bag of a human being. Choma, we know Ima isn't here, so there's no reason to stick around anymore. We're not going to get information, we're not going to do research, we're just going to leave. Everyone's probably worried about us. We should go back to the academy for now. We never found Ima, so they're probably going to say it was a waste of a trip. But even if it's not their main headquarters, I think it's a good thing we took an enemy invader base down. If we'd left it alone, all the invaders stationed here would have attacked the school eventually. If we'd left it alone, all the invaders stationed here would have attacked the school eventually. Yeah, that alone made it worth doing this. Even discounting that argument, this trip hadn't been a complete waste of time. It was unfortunate that we couldn't find Ima, but we successfully suppressed Nozomi's rejection symptoms. That was a big win for us. Then let's go back to our friends at Lost Defense Academy. Hop hop cheerio. And so, those of us who entered the invader base confirmed the absence of Ima and the death of our captured commander. We decided to return to Last oh my god, what if that body is Hiroko? I mean, I don't see why it would be, but I mean, if they're just going off of it being a woman. The hours ticked by as we rode along the bumpy roads in the school bus. By the time we finally returned to the school, it was already dark. As we stopped in the parking lot and exited the school bus. Welcome back, guys! Glad to see you're okay! Yeah, looks like everything's good here, too. Obviously, we wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't. Another peaceful day, free of haters. It was painfully boring. So where's Ima? I don't see him anywhere. Oh, well, about that, he wasn't at the base. Huh? He wasn't? We searched it from corner to corner, but we didn't find him. We think he's been taken someplace else. And the prisoner? We found her, but she was dead, already turned into a blackened mummy. What, a mummy? We think she was killed by her allies. Lucky girl! I wish we were killing each other right now! So you're saying you didn't achieve anything at all? Hell no! We crushed their base! All the invaders there got wiped out! Cutting down their forces that much is a big achievement! Well, whatever, let's just say alright. More importantly, do you know where Ima was taken? Not yet, but we're certain he's still alive, which means we still have a chance to get him back. Yes, I'm not giving up. I'll never give up. That's right, we'll get Ima back for sure. By the way, Nozomi, you're looking a lot healthier. You're feeling better now. Yes, I must have recovered during our journey to the base. Sorry for worrying you. It's pretty late. Do you mind if we save the details for tomorrow? Good point. I'm exhausted. Have it your way. Consider yourself dismissed for today. Are we seriously never gonna see Under Mask Kurata again, or is that gonna be like I don't get the decision here. Phew, I'm beat. Back in my room, I fell off to my bed. Guess I'll sleep for now. I have to regain at least a little stamina. It took everything I had just to mumble those words to myself. I closed my eyes, still slept haphazardly on top of the covers. And immediately fell into a deep sleep. Day 74. I wonder if on other routes C-Ray will be around. Okay, yeah, that line is definitely repeated. Because, like, when do the branches happen, I wonder? Like, I'm very curious. Like, is there going to be one, like, at the very beginning where we don't decide to fight? I'm curious.
Get ready! Prepare to be ready to give your life.
Yes. I'd slept like a log, but my body hadn't fully recovered from yesterday's. I'm sorry, I was ready. Woke up to the morning announcements, slept out of bed, I slept like a log, I haven't recovered. Day 74, only 26 days left. It's 2:09 now, it's no time to relax. For now, I need to consult with everybody about our plans, including what to do about Ima. Alright, what are you doing out here, you Gamu? Are you fucking me? If only that transmitter had been more powerful. Well, you get what you get for the gift of magic. The smaller size helped, though. That's what allowed me to stick it on the prisoner. That reminds me, where exactly did you attach it to her, and how? Come on, there's plenty of little orifices on a person's body where you can stick a little something like that. Especially when it comes to the... Fuck off! I wish I hadn't asked. That's really fucked up. Like, the implications are really gross. Like... finally, everyone's here. Let us pick up where we left off yesterday. Tell us in detail what happened. Well, of course, well... I told everyone the full story about what we'd experienced at the enemy base. So you had to fight over there after all. That must have been tough. Seriously, though, how are we going to get Ima back now? It is a problem, all right. We don't have any leads to tell us where to start looking. Even if we don't go looking for him, it's possible the enemy might bring Ima to us. What do you mean? The invaders are going to use him. I'll bet that's why they took him in the first place.
Use him? How? Not like they did with Moko.
Nah, all of the commanders have different powers. I don't think any of the others have that copy ability. My guess is that you'll use some other approach. No idea what it'll be yet, though. Maybe they'll turn him into a hideous monster and he'll come crawling back, begging to be put out of his misery. That happens. Stop that! You're scaring Kako! But if the enemy is going to use Ima in some way, that might be our best chance to take him back. Yes, we'll turn it around and use their plan against them. I won't let things play out like they did with Moko. This time we won't lose anyone. Yeah, whatever slimy tactic they come at us with, we just gotta strike back at them even harder. At any rate, there's no more moves for us to make right now. We'll just have to carry on like normal for now. Ako, are you okay with that? Honestly, I'd prefer to go looking for Ima right now, but we have no idea where he is. And if we don't protect the Academy, he won't have a place to come back to. So I'm going to focus on getting stronger and preparing for our chance to save him. I'll work harder and harder and get stronger and stronger. Lady Gaga! That's right, all we can do now is wait. Our chance is sure to come eventually. The thing that worries me the most is how the invaders intend to use Ima. It might be something none of us could even imagine. Hey, Takumi. Huh? I looked up at the sound of Nozomi's voice to see her staring at me. There's something I want to talk to you about. If it's not an inconvenience, can I come to your room later? My room? Yeah, that's fine. Good, I'll see you later then. With a shy smile, Nozomi wandered off. Well, it looks like our discussion is done here, so I'm gonna take off for now. Is it too unpleasant to be in the same room as me? No, I just don't have much of an appetite today. There's also a little something I want to check out in the library. With that, Eito left the cafeteria. I'm done eating too. I'm going to train. Kako devoured her breakfast in no time at all, rushing out of the room right after. I am going to eat in the biolab. I'm in the middle of developing some interesting medication. Look forward to seeing the results. Then Yugamu stood up from his seat and left. Wow, what kind of interesting medication does he mean? Maybe something for an upset tummy? That's just regular medication.
Hey!
Guess I'll go work out. You guys should stop dicking around and get pumped. You must not fall behind, Holy Jumanji's told. We're going to train. Then I guess I'll go to the garage. You have to clear the prisoner's cage. I'll be going too. Everyone left the cafeteria one after another. They all must have a lot on their minds right now. You Papa should work harder and sweat hard. I'm going to enjoy a nice refined tea party alone. Seeing so everyone works so hard is making me feel bleaker and bleaker. Darmy, you're such a horrible loser. You should just die. Look, you're crying again. I am very worried about her. I finished my breakfast and went back to my room to prepare myself for our next battle. Okay, I can't just sit around and relax, but first, ding dong bing bong. That must be her. I opened the door, and as I expected, Nozomi was standing there. Sorry to come by like this. Is now a good time? Yeah, no problem. Come on in. Thank you. You said you had something you wanted to talk to me about?
Before that, I should get one thing off my chest. Takumi, thank you so much.
Literally for what? Nozomi bowed her head deeply. Oh, hands low! Oh, hands shallow! It's fine. It's embarrassing when you say it like that. More importantly, are you feeling better now? She finally raised her head. Yes, I'm fine now, thanks to you. I'm in perfect shape again. I was skeptical that absorbing cryptoglobin would actually stop the rejection symptoms. But I haven't had any problems since then. I still can't use emo anima like everyone else, though. Well, it's just good that we managed to stop the symptoms. I've been thinking. I want to tell you the truth, Takumi. Huh? You've helped me so much, I can't keep this a secret anymore. You saved my life, so I'm going to trust you and tell you everything. What I know, what I've been hiding, and what separates me from the rest of you. Will you hear me out? This is gonna be big. Go ahead, I'm all ears. Okay, but I want you to keep everything I'm about to tell you a secret from the others. At least until we make it to day 100. That's fine. That's why you wanted to meet in my room, right? It's just the two of us here. We won't have to worry about anyone else overhearing. It'll all be okay. I'll keep it a secret. I promise. Okay. Thank you. And with that, Nozomi started to tell the story, little by little.
I told you some of this earlier, but unlike everyone else, I came to Last Defense Academy of my own volition.
So you did.
Yeah, I know that part already.
I did it to fulfill the dream my mother and I shared.
Which is?
But also, to get revenge for my mom.
Revenge?
My home environment was a little unusual. My father died in a car accident when I was little, and my mom was so busy with work she was almost never home.
Was I right about that they introduced parallel universes to drop it and then bring it back at the end?
I was always alone, except when Mom would come home during breaks. She told me a lot about her research. She was so obsessed with it. I don't think she had anything else to talk about. She'd say it was just between us, and tell me about all of the things she'd learned, about how world death devastated the Earth's surface, and how the Tokyo residential complex was an underground ship.
Wait, you knew this the whole time?
That humanity was doomed to extinction at the rate things were going. I heard it all from my mom.
So you knew all those secrets from a young age?
Yes. At the time, those secrets were one of the few connections I had with her. It was still frightening, though. I cried the first time I heard about it.
back then, I didn't really understand what kind of work my mom was doing. As I got older, I started to get a better idea. My mom was a researcher working at Kamakura General Hospital. She was involved in a project to save humanity.
She was so absorbed in the project that she'd forget to eat and sleep. To her, it was a mission she poured her entire life into. She'd always tell me she was going to make the project a success and save mankind. And that even though this meant I'd be lonely, we had to do what we could, together.
When I was in the upper grades of elementary school, my mom suddenly came to me with a serious look on her face. She said she wanted me to work with her to make the project a success. And by work with her, she meant she reached a crucial stage in her research that would make or break the project. After a series of failures, upper management refused to give her permission to perform more experiments, preventing her from progressing any further. That's when she asked me if I would help with the research. She was asking you to be a test subject. It sounds horrible, doesn't it? Yes, it does. But when she asked me, I was happy because I am a child, or I was a child, I still am a child, that didn't know better.
I was so proud of my mother. She was a heroine to me, working to save humanity without anyone knowing about it, and I was happy that I could be of use to her.
Oh my god, wait. Oh my god, wait. What if she's from the future? Kako, Ima, Mirai, and that is actually Karua. The mom is Karua.
I thought, if I helped out with her research, we would get more time together. If you said I'd been brainwashed, it would be...
Okay, good. At least you're self-aware. Then, on a day when the other workers were off, I went with my mom to Kamakura General Hospital.
I helped with her research as a test subject.
And that was the experiment. To transfuse cryptoglobin into you.
It seems like she regretted what she was doing. She apologized and cried a lot.
But I actually had a good time at the hospital. And often explore the hospital alone and give my mom a headache. But I don't remember too much from that time. I guess because the rejection symptoms were so rough. Must have been hard for you. Not so much. It didn't really get bad until after that. After that, the cryptoglobin transfusion experiments kept failing, and I kept experiencing rejection symptoms. Even so, the research progressed little by little. But then, just after I started high school, oh my!
In her note to me, which I found after her death, she wrote down some of her research, but upper management didn't really tell her all that much. She didn't know how cryptoglobin came to be created. All she'd been ordered to do was find a way to transfuse it without causing rejection symptoms. She'd been told that if she succeeded at that, she'd be able to save humanity from world death.
How would cryptoglobin save humanity?
According to her suicide note, there were enemies of mankind trying to prevent humanity from surviving world death.
Not to interrupt you, but so far I have not heard a single thing that would... I mean, maybe in the beginning, if she had come out with all this, it would have made her hard to trust. But so far, I don't hear a single reason, which I assume is coming, as to why this needs to be kept a secret until day 100.
My mom was told this power was needed to eliminate those enemies.
Were they talking about the invaders? Is that the battle we're involved in now? I think so, but she didn't include anything more in her note. Enemies of mankind, huh? The invaders were created in order to advance world death. They're basically the personification of... We knew this. Does that still hold up as true? But why did she take her life? Was it because the research wasn't going well? No, our experiment was advancing slowly but surely. The rejection symptoms were lessening, and if we'd had time to do more, I'm certain we could have pulled off a flawless transfusion. Mom and I were both convinced we could, but at one point she got a notice from upper management. She was ordered to stop her research. Huh? Why? They never told her the reason. They just said cryptoglobin transfusions were no longer required. Just like that, the research my mom had poured her life into was unceremoniously brought to an end.
And she blamed herself for being unable to succeed with her research, for bringing her daughter into it, only to get no results.
No results.
I think that guilt is what drove her to suicide.
So that's what happened. When Mom died, the first thing I felt, it wasn't sadness, but anger. Anger? Anger at upper management who abruptly dropped her research. and anger at my mom for giving up and taking her own life, despite how important she'd insisted this mission was. I've been going on for a while. I'm sorry. Are you tired of listening? Should we take a little break? Okay, that is extremely suspicious. So we are going to take a break. I want to make some more tea, I think. And until next time, I'm afraid this is going to have to be farewell.